Give you a little more perspective on Dak Prescott and what he's done to start his NFL career. He's racked up 42 wins since he entered the league back in 2016. And among starting quarterbacks, only Tom Brady and Russell Wilson have more wins during that span. And he had started every game since the Cowboys drafted him out of Mississippi State. All right, back with Tim and Rob now. Tim, let me ask you this because, even Ezekiel Elliott was asked about it there. Dak's gone. We know that. They've got to move forward. And so that puts a lot of pressure now on Andy Dalton. But as Ezekiel Elliott said, Andy Dalton has played a lot of ball. What's the Cowboys going to look like with Andy Dalton now as their starter for the foreseeable future?
Well, look, they'll look different. I mean, there's no question about that. And that's not taking anything away from Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton has played a lot of football. He's won a lot of football games. He's taken a team to the postseason. So it's not like Andy Dalton is incapable of helping this Dallas Cowboys team, achieve some of the things that they want to achieve. That being said, I think we do need to put it in perspective. The reason we've talked so much about Dak Prescott's contract was because he's played at a really high level. And he's played at a level, in many cases, higher than guys that have been paid big-time contracts. And so, when you look at it that way, he's a top-tier quarterback, kind of in the prime of his career. He's a guy that makes a lot of plays in the passing game. He's got a good understanding with what they want to do offensively, and he's good at running the football. There's a lot that he does well. Now, is Andy Dalton a good player? Yes, he is. Is he Dak Prescott? No, he is not. And so guys like Michael Gallup, guys like CeeDee Lamb, guys like Ezekiel Elliott, and guys on the defensive side of the ball that, Rob and I were critical of a week ago, they will all need to raise their level of play to do the things that they wanted to do this season without Dak as their quarterback.
Well, Rob, let me get your take on that then, because granted, we saw the versatility that Dak Prescott had in this game. He caught a pass for a touchdown, and on the play he was injured, he was running the ball. Andy Dalton's probably not the guy you're going to put in those situations if you're the Cowboys offensively. So what does the makeup of this team become with Dalton as a starter?
You got to run the football. You got to have success with running the football. I mean, that's why you have so much money invested in your running back position. You got to hand the ball off, and you have to make the most of what that investment is. So handing the ball off, and you can do some type of trick plays. You can still run RPOs and stuff like that, but you're not going to be running the gadgets that you would with Dak. So you're going to have to change a little bit, but at the end of the day, they want to run the football, and that sets up your play action pass, and I think Andy Dalton can do that perfectly. He can manage to make that offense go with his skill set and the things that he's able to do.
Look, the reality of the NFL now is your quarterback has a chance of getting injured every single game, and you need a good quality backup, and that's what they have in Andy Dalton, a 10-year veteran after coming over from Cincinnati. Now, as it relates to Dak Prescott, consider this. Including the 166 yards at the time of his injury, he had nearly 1,900 passing yards so far this season. Now, the Elias Sports Bureau tells us that's the fourth most by any quarterback through 5 games in NFL history.